Well, it looks like everything's working, except that, of course. 1 second. This has a bad habit of just turning off if it's not on the scene, if the scene doesn't contain it, so. Okay, you caught up? Caught up, camera? Okay, cool, cool, cool. There we go. Yay! I'll just put you there. Let's get rid of a couple things here, like this board that doesn't need to be here. That was just, you know, carving practice. There we go. Mini Max can have a Mando. I'll put you on this here. Do do do. How is everyone today?
How do you know if a bottle is made of polypropylene? Just look underneath and find the PP.
Oh, Jesus. I mean...
Life in Pain said, hello.
Hey, Ping. How you doing?
Drink up me hearties.
No, I suppose. So, I did run the board through the thicknesser like I said I would, and now it's all down to thickness, so we are actually on schedule to start cutting this baby out into pieces. But I wanted to share this first. I got a reproduction odd jobs, which is basically a proto combination square. So I might start using this more often. My only thing is it does not have the pivot point to use it as a compass, which kind of sucks. But I should be able to make one because it's a modern make, so it should have a modern thread. So I should be able to just make a pivot point for it. Also, for those across the pond or north of the border, we've got Freedom units and SI. So this was made by Simpson. I think Simpson Manufacturing Tool Company or something like that. SMTC. I don't think they're actually around anymore, but it's a nice little chunk of solid brass, and I'll start using it, but I kind of want to make that pivot point first. That way I have like a really quick combination square that for just small pieces and stuff like that. It also works as a depth gauge for mortices and everything else. Like it's a combination square, compass, depth gauge, ruler. It's a bunch of things in one. It's got a scribe on it. You can use it to you can use it as a marking gauge as well. So like there's a bunch of fun for it. All right. Anyway, let's see. We got our pieces to draw out, or maybe get. Okay, we know about to here we probably shouldn't even touch on this section here because the crack comes out to here. I don't know if you guys can even see my hand. Probably not. There we go. At least I can see the edge of the board now. Okay. Boop-doo. Other thing, where did that cable clip go? Because I just realized I didn't re-hook these up. There we go. Now, basically everything needs to be going in this orientation on the board. I just gotta, well, these can kind of be a little bit different just because of those. But if I'm looking at it correctly, right here is probably where I want this to come out of, just because it is most definitely quarter sawn right in this area, and this is something that needs to be axially as strong as possible. I might even cheat a bit and go, what?
Cat said, you almost in time. Pow, pow, pow.
Hey Kat, how you doing? We are trying to figure out where we're going to put some of this
Just
stuff.
got up. Laughing face.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, I'm here all day.
It's 4 p.m. LUL.
You know, it should have like dawned on me because you're the opposite direction, so it should be like the afternoon. Tells you how much I pay attention to my crews. All right. So right now we're just trying to figure out where I want to trace the patterns onto. So that.
Slime said, so are you going to glue those down and use the bandsaw to cut them out?
I don't have a bandsaw, dear.
Cat said, chill.
Are you talking about my coping saw? Huh?
Chill slime said, I guess.
Yeah, bandsaw is the big motorized beast. It has a hoop blade, and I don't have one of those. I want one. Coping saw is the little hand one that I use to make curves. So the idea here is we're going to cut out little chunklets. So the idea really is we're going to cut out a huge chunk, so it doesn't make sense with this one. This one we might just cut out and start shaping. But for this,
Cat said,
for this pattern, we've got to drill a hole through here and we've got to make a mortise. So we need flat faces before I start actually cutting the curves and shaping it. So these two pieces are going to be basically rectangular with.
Cat said, LOL, I formally apologize to TDS bot LUL. Machina X Marcus said, good morning.
Morning. It looks like you're a first time
Cat
here.
said, Mark ULUS.
Although I recognize your name. And I'm going to have to, we're going to do something here because TTS does not know how to pronounce things. All right.
Thank you, chill. Love.
So, Machina X Marcus. I don't know why it doesn't. All right, so we are going to tell.
Jesus.
Apparently,
Thank you, chill LUL. Chill slime
let's
said,
see.
LOL.
Settings, users. Let's open up to users. All right, we are going to change you to just Marcus. There we go. It seems to know how to say Marcus, so we're going to take out the Machina because it kind of rolled over and died on that word. I try to keep the
Cat said,
my.
do follow him. He is the new kid in class. Love.
Well, how about this?
Marcus said, I am okay with that.
How about this? Let's do the super awesome Twitch version that they have now, where it would help if I used an @ symbol. Okay. Maybe I don't know. Oh yeah, because they make us type it out.
Cat said, there.
Oh, thank you. I am a terrible, we're going to go ahead and I'll check you out afterwards here, Marcus. I am terrible at typing on this keyboard.
Marcus said, TT's bot doesn't do Latin.
This little boy has, well, it just struggles on a lot of things. Like one of my other mods is Mechaform, and I had to literally phonetically put it in. Like instead of CH, I put in a K, and it's got about, what was it, Mechaform or something like that was how it was saying. Yeah, there we go. So like I like whenever it recognizes his name and says he's talking, it now says Mecha and just stops at Mecha. Because I can't remember the last time I actually used Mechaform when I'm talking to stuff. All right. Actually, I think we might want to just glue these babies down wherever we're going.
It's the Irish word for friend. Mucker 8. Asterisk.
Gotcha. I assume.
Cat, drink your coffee, FFS.
Give me 2 seconds here. I'll go grab some glue sticks and we'll be moving right along. Glue sticks. Whoa, glue stick. Thread, trims, pens, pencils, needles. Where's the glue box? Is this the glue box? Tape, glue. Okay. You know, one of these days, I'll learn to use the, come on.
Chill Slime said, LOL, I can hear him reading through the supplies boxes I sorted. I hope he found the glue sticks I bought literally only last week because we didn't used to have them.
Yeah, I found a pack of 2. I may just commandeer this one for the shop. Okay, good. Looks like you're following again. So I need to remember to use the Be Right Back screen at some point in time in my life. This part right here's, yeah, we're going to take advantage of this here. Other thing, this is pre-flood, guys. Remember I was working on the Harry Potter wand for the wand challenge and then flood hit? I still have the V-block. It didn't break. It stayed stable, which I guess I kind of expected how old the walnut is my dad gave me because it's like 20 years old at this point. And we're probably going to repurpose what was going to be the wand handle to be one of the handles. And I'm just going to have a cherry body with walnut handles. Okay. I don't want to do this directly on, oh, what do you know? I don't want to get glue all over my table. This is why I have cooking supplies.
Cat said, yay, we making cookies.
You'll have to talk to Slime about that. Maybe we'll have a cookie stream. She is the master of that.
Slime, we make cookies.
I know I'm throwing a lot of things on you here.
Chill Slime said, we can make cinnamon rolls today.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to do that.
Cool.
I guess the question is, do you mean on stream or do you mean... Give myself...
Do you deliver to door or do I have to pick them up somewhere?
Okay, that's...
Chill Slime said, unfortunately not from scratch, but we can make cookies from scratch another day.
Yeah, Aldi's was out of ingredients. So they're cans.
Yankee _Axe said, oh slash.
Yankee, I gotta wonder, how many people know that your O slash is salute
Chill Slime said,
or wave?
if you want M, you have to come get M.
Okay, so I kind of wonder about that, Yankee. How many people know that, you know, O slash is salute or wave? Oh wait, 07 is salute, O slash is wave. Come on. My brain hurt.
Seems like most of MVP.
Ah. Okay, let's...
Slime said, Planey OHI.
With this one, I'm actually...
_Axe said, it's an older code, but it still checks out.
Yes. Okay.
Cat said, make it a speedrun.
Don't want to do here because there's that there. Honestly, it might be best to just get another one in here if I can get the grain correct. The thing I'm looking out for is making sure that this grain is as complete as possible.
Yankee _Axe said, I used to 07 salute in war games all the time though he.
Honestly, yeah, we might be able to do this in a foot of board. I might be able to just crack this down and go. Yep, because see, some of these are knots, some of them are burn marks from the planer. I actually used my thicknesser for the first time last week. Fell in love with it already. Like I said, I was going to use that off screen because you guys watched me flatten the back of the board by hand anyways.
Cat said, you look just like I used to look when I was sewing and I cut expensive fabric.
Well, grain is actually very important on this build. Because if you don't have the grain correctly, you can just snap. Like, it will just snap in your hands from tension. Because this bow saw is put together with tension. So, like, building this, I'm going to be as wasteful as possible.
Chill Slime said, if you cut it down to that shorter length, will it be helpful to see more end grain?
I mean, at this point, I know it starts... it's flat sawn because you can see this guy right here. So, like, staying to the edges is my best bet. That's where it's going to be quarter or riff. which is why I'm like here or here. I'm not wanting to put here or definitely not here where you can see where the radial rings are basically cut. Putting it there is going to be a disaster. So I may just, and this side right here is the best part. It is almost completely quarter sawn at that point.
Length of tree equals most strength.
Yep. And so we may just down this way and then cut it into pieces because it looks, this point, this part of the board is kind of, let me look at the other side real quick. I want to see what's going on here. Is that a defect or is that a beauty mark? Okay, so about to here.
You can think of the way the fibers run. Chill Slime said, you would like to get more information about the grain if you make more cuts to see more end grain.
You just want me slaving over it, don't you?
Cat said, imagine cracklings along the fiber lines.
Okay. Here's going to be a good one, I believe. Okay. Actually, one second. Let's. Oh, okay. That's how we're going to do this. I'm going to do one here. And we're going to do the other one over here, and we're going to be good. Yeah, I'm cutting it out weird, but like I said, this is more of.
Marcus said, what wood is it?
This is cherry, Missouri grown cherry.
Slime said, cherry.
The handles are,
Said, oh,
yeah, the handles are Oklahoma black walnut.
ew.
The only reason I know where they're from is because I typically buy either from a lumber yard or direct from sawmills. If I need something exotic like mahogany and all that, that's a lumberyard thing. If it's locally grown, I can go to a sawmill. So like a lot of things you're going to see from me are going to be like cherry and walnut because they're local grown kind of things.
Yankee_Axe said, I know the exact address of where most of the lumber I have came from, LOL.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Get that a little bit away from the edge.
Cat said, oh man, and I am still trying to get my hands on ash, which grows right here but still no chance. Sad face.
I would love to get.
Cherry sounds like a fancy wood for a saw.
It's what I got. It's the cheapest hardwood that I've got too. Well, except poplar.
Yankee_Axe said, out of state stuff makes it sound exotic to me now, LOL.
I mean, like I said, I could have made it all out of walnut as well.
Poplar gets a bad rap for some reason.
I mean,
Ask me about Mabel LUL.
here's something most people don't know about poplar or don't realize.
I love it personally.
One, it's a good secondary wood.
Cat said, I'm also looking for poplar.
It's a good secondary wood, and by that I mean like, shit. Well, gonna have to like bleep that when I put it up to YouTube.
I think I can get a 42 centimeters long piece.
For poplar?
Yankee_Axe said, I got some fat poplar logs waiting to mill.
So a lot of people give it
Corn bean.
a lot of people give poplar a bad rap because this, that, or the other. It's a good wood. It's soft, but it's a good wood. I'm thinking about when I have to rebuild this bench, which is southern yellow pine, I'm thinking about building it out of poplar because the bench will dent before my work.
At Yankee_Axe take my money.
There we go.
Yankee_Axe said, be a little fuzzy on the grain.
But here's the other thing. To me, it takes stain fabulously well. You guys know I built the treasure chest out of poplar and then stained it, and it looks fabulous. It doesn't blotch like pine. The other thing is poplar new. It's got that greenish color.
That said, I was only looking for light colored wood and narrowed it down to either ash, poplar, or beech.
Poplar is soft, so it might not be good for a neck. So new poplar, it's got that yellowish green look. And then after you've set it out in the sun for a while, you can see the difference. Here's new poplar where I was carving. Here's old poplar, which it's got a nice mellow brown color to it. Like a lot of people are turned off by that greenish color of new poplar. It goes away. All you got to do is set it in the sun for like a week and it'll be a mellow brown. Okay.
_Axe said, I got some logs that I'm not sure what they are. Guy said they were poplar, but they are definitely not. Thinking something like cucumber wood or. Cat said, you got me crying. Yankee _Axe said, I have a lot of ash too. Super nice.
All right. Let me double check. I didn't.
Cat said, the hell is cucumber wood?
It's where we get cucumbers from. The cucumber tree.
Yankee _Axe said, right? LOL.
All right, so we're going to start cutting these out.
Cat said, cucumber grows on plants.
No, it doesn't. It grows on a tree. Therefore, cucumber wood. No, I'm just joking. I wonder if it's related to poplar then. Well, I mean, poplar and magnolia are basically, well, not the same thing, but they're in the same genus, I believe. Or species. I don't remember. All right. So guys, there may be a day where the entire setup of the shop changes on you guys because we're looking to move because you guys know about the flood. All right.
Cat said, I'm still wondering how similar maple and sycamore is in terms of wood.
All right. I'm not going to deal with cross cuts. We're just going to. Now we'll do some cross cutting as well. It's 3/4 inch thick, so cross and rip should be fine. Oh.
Yankee _Axe said, not used much sycamore, I don't think.
Want to make sure they get a good beating of wax before we change positions.
There are some very old sycamore trees in the next street.
There's a pretty big,
I'm just waiting for them to throw a branch or two down.
there's a pretty big walnut in the street that I live at.
Said,
There's also,
_Ali_AI, if you near mass, I can hook you up. Winky face.
and there's also a pretty medium-sized maple down the street as
Slime
well.
said, well, the handles are different colors. Do you remember which is which? Cat said, mass.
Okay, you're still following me. Good. Cool, cool, cool. All right.
Yankee _Axe said, Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
Cat said, oh.
honestly,
The other side of the world. Sad face.
that's all right. That's all right. We still love you.
I'm in Europe.
Yes, but we can get stickers to Europe.
Said, LUL.
We have proven that we can get stickers to Europe.
Our current renovation project has produced an 150-plus-year-old, probably over 4x10. I'm thinking serious workbench. Yeah, by European beach. Love. Children said, there is a street in our city with huge sycamore trees on both sides of the street for a few blocks.
This is what I called cheating. I saw that huge crack, but there's good grain in it all the way down, so I was like, this little small piece. I hope you guys enjoyed me just cutting it across and then going, split it. What?
No beach, no ash, no poplar. Chill Slime said, at Mackinac X Marcus what's being renovated? Yankee underscore X said, man.
All right.
Said, and I can literally see the trees from my window. I don't even have to get up. Yankee underscore X said, LOL. That's one tree I won't be missing.
All right. Do all the cross cuts first, and then we'll do the long, terrible rips.
Marcus said, at Chill Slime 748 Cat said, LOL. Cat said, T which I thought about getting an axe. Slime said, nice congrats. Someday that will be Cal and I, renovating a house.
Someday. Someday indeed. Okay. Right now I'm not worried about sawing straight or anything. I'm just getting the pieces out. And then I can saw it with the back saws and everything else very easily. Woo, tired. Gonna be tired. Alright. Oh, did it already fail at like following me? Jesus. Come on. Do you see me? Cool, cool, cool. Oh, sorry about the butt cam.
So big saw first.
Yes. Basically, the idea is I'm going to need flat sides to do all the mortising and hole drilling first on these pieces, and then I can start using the coping saw to make everything the right size so I can start shaping. I just realized I just gave you guys butt cam if I keep using this here.
Cat said, at Chill Slime 741 you need to get pal some tighter jeans for this view. Smiley face.
I'm gonna get you're gonna get me in trouble here, Kat. Well, then I'd have to start doing hot tub woodworking. All right.
This looks casual enough to get away with it.
Only saws. Okay. One bow. We'll keep this out just because there's a possibility I'm never going to hit those lines. Freehanding. Ah. Okay. Wait, what?
Yankee_Axe said, "Oh, your saw bench is nicer than mine."
A low-cut apron. Yeah. Maybe a V-neck apron with fold-out lapels. So it's like Victorian style, like.
Line said, "Foot yellow."
Yellow card. Watch me play with my wood on stream.
Cat said, "I hope Chill is giving me the yellow card." Chill Slime said, "FB challenge." Cat said, "Go red card."
You know what? This is a long rip. Let's try out that tool that James Wright gave me, or that I traded for with James Wright. It's a long rip. Might as well see if we can go all the way with the big toother. Instead of wasting time. Okay, we're gonna switch back real quick because I suspect I need to sharpen that because it didn't seem to go any appreciably faster. Nope, yeah, it was going slightly faster. Still needs to be sharpened, but if I get it sharpened, this thing would cut through this thickness like butter.
To bring the cinnamon rolls. Smiley face. This is how Chill Slime said, LOL 100%.
Can I sell tickets? Okay, yeah. I'm glad I bought that from James. Or not really. I keep using the wrong terms. I didn't buy it, I traded it. He got my Stanley 45 hollow and round bottoms. And I got a decent, I think it's a 5.5 or a 4.5 point saw. Can't remember. Yes, he got the better deal monetarily, but I wasn't going to use those round and bottoms anytime. I've got left hand. It is cutting faster though.
Cat said, oh, and make sure to bring that poplar plank Pow just showed.
The one I carved on, you sure you don't want like an unmolested poplar? Or the cherry, or not the cherry, the figured maple?
I'd take anything.
Although I think we discussed, I think we found out last time on stream, it's like an inch too short, the maple. There we go. Stretcher bar.
I just sent a package to CZ Republic last week, lol. Cat said, into 430x600x5.
At some point in time, we're going to make that camp chair and use Hansa's nails. Because instead of having screws or trying to... Because for those who know who the Forge or Hansa is, or for Kriya Natora, where did I put... Okay, there's the... I had bought a chunk of his nails. So
just bring them as they are. I can cut them myself.
So I have a whole box of these babies here from Hansa, or Kriya Natora, the Forge, whatever you know him as. He streams on Twitch. Yeah. So they're gonna have, hey, pirate. So they're gonna have, I gotta flip this direction to cut this one. And see, come in, pirate.
Cat said, at Obsessed Pirate, you should see the wood they go in.
Come on, it doesn't. You said we're just rough cutting, so I don't have to worry about following lines. Wait, what? That's because I keep the pretty stuff for streams. The ugly stuff you never see. No. Actually, no. If you, the ugly stuff I used was that tongue and groove board I bought from Home Depot that was so warped and knotty that was almost useless. It was originally supposed to be the backboards for this, but it is at least the backboard for the lower portion. But the upper portion, I couldn't get enough of the boards to fit together to be a backboard. Okay, I don't know how I got this far streaming hand tool woodworking without having a 5.5.
The problem with having nice wood is sometimes you need less nice wood and then you don't know what to do.
Okay guys, it looks like ripping boards is going to be a lot more fun with the saw I got from James.
Yankee_Axe said, I end up paying for steps and stuff cause like I don't want to cut up my nice pine for steps, lol.
just a little bit hanging on here.
The reason why I Wait, nice pine.
There is such a thing as nice pine, yes. There is such a thing as nice pine. Just Home Depot and the Lowe's bot kind of just sell you the lowest grade of possible because you're a consumer. So,
Inverted the stuff I use for shit will sell you out.
there we go.
Red pine has a lot of blue stain in it.
Yellow pine does too. This is what I built out of this boy. It has a lot of the blue streaking in it too. Okay. Whew, okay. I'm just gonna. Which side has what? We'll go over here.
Yet I save so many odd-shaped pieces I never know what to do with.
Yeah.
I give you 1 ton of pine for 1 kilogram of any of your hardwood.
Here's where the spacers were. I was like, there was something that was sitting on before. Make sure it doesn't warp on me. There we go. Get it on stickers. And we're good. Whew, what time be? It's only 11. We still got an hour left of doing stuff. An hour of drinking tea. Got it. Well, we got the pattern on wood. Now what I need to do,
Save them for a special project. Laughing face.
now what I need to do is
This is how Morty begins LUL.
drill the holes, and make the mortise.
I know what I'm talking about.
All right. The best thing to do, we need to make 2 basically flat parallel sides on these guys. This one, we could just straight up start forming if we wanted to. Okay. Where? I got you.
Chill Slime said, I have the same problem with hoarding nice fabric.
Not you. You are way too big. Okay.
Cat said, I can also relate to that. Chill.
Okay, they want a 1/4 inch mortise. We got a 1/4 inch mortising chisel. Oh, yeah, let me,
Used to be the same with yarn, but I pretty much sold all my yarn.
let me do that so we're back to the normal see of it. Okay. Let's see.
Bought a guitar from the money I got. Gives you an idea how bad it will do you up.
Okay, so let's start with setting you to the width of my chisel. So what I'm doing right now is I've got a mortising
Chill Slime said,
gauge.
I'll buy some nice fabric for a project, then be too chicken to actually cut into it because I'm worried I'll mess it up. But I also don't have cheap fabric to make mock-ups, so I just never start the project.
Right now what I'm doing is I'm taking my mortising gauge I'm setting it up to the exact width of my chisel.
Cat said, yada yada.
So,
I never even bought a single piece of fabric. It's all upcycled.
all right. And the big thing is
They're so nice you have to save them for something.
we need to turn this into one giant flat edge. We were smart enough to use the outside of the board, so technically all I really need to do is make sure that it is, we just need to shoot these flat.
Oh yeah, that's even harder. Because then you are limited to the size and shape of the upcycled bits.
Okay, so, and no, I'm not trying to bring down to the line.
At Chills line 741, the wife's stash is down to about 1 cubic yard. She is very proud.
1 cubic yard? What do you do with that?
Cat said, selling my massive fabric collection.
This is not the right kind of shooting board for this, but it'll have to do. I need to make a secondary style that is literally for shooting long grain. But what we're doing, I'm not worried about making these right angles. I'm worried about making the edge a right angle to the face. And I should have done this before I even started cutting.
At Mac and X Marcus, that's actually a very compact stash. I should Cat said, if you are looking for fabrics,
I do need to make a long grain board at some point. Okay, next we shoot this side. So like I said, what I'm doing here is we've got flat sides from thicknessing and planing. So now I'm just bringing the edges flat so I can sit them, like this, and just work, drill the holes and make the mortices and move on. Although now that I think about it, I should probably make them parallel. That's a problem for future Wes. We'll see how parallel it is in a bit.
You don't need any bubblegum pink velour, do you? I have all shades of pink velour. Sad face. Well, I tried. You out.
I didn't think about this. This is probably half of my problem here.
Black velvet, please.
have a good reference. Okay, how are you sitting? You're a little wobbly. If I can.
Scratch that. I can send it off as soon as I find it in my stash that other people have house.
That's going to cost a bit, I would think, shipping international, but okay.
Chill Slime said, yeah, no hurry. Cat said, just take a year LUL.
That's going to be stable enough to do the work. Okay, good. The rest of it doesn't need to be shot. I just need to have a decent, it needs to sit decently flat. Well, let me do a little bit more here. Just decently flat to the faces so that I can just work straight down. What? What?
Chill Slime said, playing OHYP.
All right.
Pirate said, stickers.
Send me an address in Discord. I'll get those over to you. See, this is why I like it just telling me. Oh yeah, by the way, there you go, Pirate. You're up on the board. I mean, who all do I have besides? Okay, me, Way Cool, James Wright, Tink, Red Rose Reproductions, Sapphire, Woodcraft by Owen, Wrench, Pirate. You know, it's funny. Like, I have a Craftsman's Guild sticker, so I guess that is Jesus, my brain is cool. I'll see if I can get it out this week. More of if I remember to get it out this week, I should say. Other people can definitely tell you that it took me a while to just get them in the mail.
Have a fantastic stream.
That's all right. Have a good one, Pirate. Let's say we're getting close to done here anyways for today. Okay. What we need to do here.
Cat said, have fun with an obsessed pirate.
Is get my marking knife out. Where the heck's my marking knife? That I can't believe is not out on my table. I use that all the time. Oh, it is on my table. I'm just blind. All right. So, I don't know if I'm blocking cameras or not. Basically what I'm doing is making marks from based off the pattern at where I need to drill holes and blah, blah, blah. Yes, very highly technical words. Drill holes and blah, blah, blah.
Chill Slime said, cinnamon rolls in the oven now.
Yay!
In about 20 minutes if you'll still be streaming then for on-stream snacks.
I don't know if I will still be streaming, but we can try.
Cat said, don't make me lift the stream. Chill.
Continue to use my dad's, I guess. So here's a small woodworking trick, and I know when Nail's on, she likes to see these things. I'm not gonna find center. I'm gonna eyeball it here. Okay, that looks good. Just gonna eyeball it because this is where we're supposed to be drilling a hole through it in the center. I'm just gonna go from both sides, and you can get a much better eyeball with those two lines.
Responsible for your random choices. Tongue sticking out.
Wait, what?
Cat said, it's cinnamon rolls, how could I not?
All right,
Drool.
so basically, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I made two lines because I just kind of eyeballed center, and we've got what, maybe basically I was a 16th off, so we've got 1/8 of an inch for center. That's fine with me. And now we just need to figure out the center of this here. Oh, well, that's easy. Everything looks to be 1/4 inch. Okay, now we have at least a really good place to slap a drill into it. That does not look right. There we go. Anyway, there. We've got the center lines marked here. Because I may just drill the holes now, because that might be where we end, is drilling the holes, and we might do the mortise later.
Marcus said, how do you like your bench height?
Is it or miss? I'll explain in 2 seconds. Okay, so just let me get this marked out and I will explain to you here, Marcus. My bench height, believe, is either 30 or 31 inches.
Brought to you by your local orthopedist.
Well, I mean, I've got squishy mats, so orthopedists don't worry about that. Actually, let's find out. I can't remember if it's 30 or 31 inches. $30. It's gotten a little shorter because I've had to plane it down, but it's 30 inches. I like it. So if you want to do the knuckle reference, it's basically right at my, right at the knuckle line for me, just hanging them solid. So for me, I do a lot of heavy planing work at times. So having it this short, really good for planing, because here you go. I'm not bending over, I'm not hunched up, just whoop and go. And then like if I need to put in power, you just wide stance and go swoop like that. Detail work, not always that good. Sawing, perfect. Why? Because I can hang something off the edge.
You are hunching over the bench 80% of all time of .o.
I know. That's why I built this thing. If I need detail work, this. Would I jump it up an inch or two? Probably, but I mean, regardless of what you do, unless it's up here, like a standing desk, no matter what you do, you're gonna hunch. So like everyone fighting over, oh, it's too low or whatever. People don't realize that like working height standing up is like up here. What? What? Okay, I mean, a lot of the times when I need the stool thing, this is the other thing. I have this guy, and I will just put it behind the bench and sit on it.
Cat said, LUL.
So, I mean, and it happens, like when I'm carving or something like that, I'll just put my saw bench back here and just sit on my saw bench.
I'm just worried about Pal's back.
That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate it.
Until you get my age, son. People's mind said, he has chairs he can use.
Stop giving away secrets. But yeah, we've got metal chairs, and you guys have seen me pull out the metal chairs. You've seen me.
Bench height is an ergonomic unanswerable question.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, regardless of what I do, like if I had it a couple inches higher, I would be stooping like this. I'm still stooping. I'm just stooping lower. The next build, I might bring it up to 32 inches, just because it is a little low. So that may help the question. I was going off of recommendations and all that, but after working with it for a few years, I can kind of agree maybe 32 inches is where my bench should be.
Cat said, I just hope you got more back muscles than me.
Well, we can also say that my ribs are no longer hurting, my ankles are no longer hurting, so we're doing good, I guess. Okay, mark out.
Shortline said, also take into account the height of the foam mat.
Yeah. The foam mat is lifting me a little bit, but not that much.
I think 31 might be the clever number for me. Because I think 32, I looked at it and it was just like 32 is a little too high.
Orthopedist and they said I have almost zero back muscles.
Ooh.
Sad face.
Okay, we're gonna test this one out.
Which is a big part of my problem.
This one is different. I'm gonna try and get this one dead on. Because I don't want to be guessing on mortices. Move it an eighth or 16th really. I can already tell that that's bad.
BRB need more coffee.
Coffee is always required. You are dismissed. Okay, there we go. Mark out.
Chance said, if you have any back issues, a taller bench is better. At or just below elbow height. With planing, power is best delivered with the forearm fairly parallel to the work.
I mean, when I plane, I don't bend over when I'm planing. I power stance. You lower your body itself. Get yourself nice and, when you're a light person like me, you know, you're weighing about the weight of a leaf in the wind, the best thing you can do is solidify your stance.
Marcus said, power height adjustable workbench.
All right. Mortices are marked. Drill holes are marked. These are cut out on my own time. What time be? 11:19. I guess I should just start going.
Chance said, or the wind machina. Chill slime said, 5 minutes until cinnamon rolls.
So the next stage is quite literally drill the hole and cut the mortise. I don't want to do the mortise just yet. I'd rather do the hole because if something goes wrong, it's going to be the damn hole. So remember that voice Wes said where he said he said he should drill more holes here so that I could use this more readily as a freaking an end vise? Yeah, Wes just ignored that.
Back.
Yay, cat's back.
I'm mainly sitting while working though.
Also, another thing about bench height for me. I don't use a lot of power tools, so a lot of tools are big. Actually, with this one, I don't think I need to, do I want to use the bit and the brace or do I want to use you? Let's find out. On the next contestant.
I have to build back muscles, but right now I can't as most exercises involve arms and I have an
So here's the other thing. I want to use a bit and a brace. This is a very uncomfortable height to use a bit and a brace. Also, like, I mean, yeah, it's right here at head height, but being able to put it here and maybe lean on it is much easier to get weight down than having it 4 inches higher. Like, maybe here's probably the best I'd want, but once you put a bit in here, it's up here at the beginning. So it's one of those, like, for a bit and a brace, you want low. Okay. 1/4 inch through hole. Do I have a 1/4 inch bit in here? Probably not. But don't mean I don't have a 1/4 inch bit. I just don't have a spoon bit or double bevel bit. This is probably going to be, oh Jesus, come on. Stop giving up. Hi. You guys got to yell at me when this thing gives up. Seriously. Seriously, guys. Yell at me. Or you.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
Hey, Avarian. How you doing?
Is also a thing.
Okay, good.
Shield Slime said, Cat said, love ringers. Chan said, 2 rings. Avarian CA said, doing pretty good. Laughing face.
All right, well, that means I guess I got to stay on, guys. Anyway, guys,
Things.
hi. This is Plain Old Woodworking. I'm Wes.
Beefy quarters.
So I'm Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. It's a hand tool woodworking stream, show, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, making sure I've got. Okay, I know you've been in here before, Avarian. Why does it say first time? Let me look through the stuff because I didn't really hear some of the things going on. We're doing pretty good. I've healed up from the rib stuff.
CA said, hee hee.
Or maybe it's just the radar marker. Okay, wake up keyboard, wake up. Come on. Oh, Chance. Hey, I am sorry I did not say hello to you. Okay, it's just the radar thing. Anyway, I'm Wes. This is Plain Old Woodworking. We are a hand tool woodworking stream, and right now, you can also do this exclamation point project. But right now, we are working on a turning saw. If you do exclamation point project, it will actually give you a nice picture of what one looks like. But we have everything kind of just worked out here with the patterns because I printed out enough that.
That's okay, I'll get over to help you out.
But you know, like, let's see if I can get. Well, none of these.
CA said, I gotta run and get some lunch.
That's all right, Avarian.
You have an amazing stream.
All right.
Laughing face. Cat said, have a great one at Avarian CA. Thanks for bringing your folks over. Love.
Nope. Let's see if I can find something to wedge this in. Wait, why am I making it hard on myself? Nope, that does basically the same thing. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Okay. And now we do our best. Where you at? There you are. I know it's not my bit and brace, but I'd rather use something with a little bit more control. For going straight down.
Chance said, fancy hold down devices sometimes take longer to set up than the actual work LUL.
Oh yeah, but I do like this thing. It gives me an end vise, a little movable end vise with all my dog holes. There.
If often is critical, more commiseration.
What? What? I mean, it's just, I know what you mean. I mean, I tried using sheep's foots and angle pieces. This is just easier on me because eventually the sheep's foot stops taking hold, it splits and all that other stuff. They're good real quick, but I found that just having brass dogs, hold fast, and this little wonder dog is much more to my liking. Okay.
Chill Slime said, wonder dog?
It's this little brass screw thing.
Bot said, humans generally see better than dogs, but dogs see much better when there is low light.
Okay. The Wonder Dog was my birthday present to myself, dear. It's this brass end vise thing that I bought. Because it worked. It worked. It just gives me, okay, yeah.
Martin said, iOS like a very hot product. Cat said, oh god, it's your birthday.
No. That was a while ago. We had a whole birthday stream and everything. Nom nom. I don't know how. Are you eating any of them?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
was I there?
I need something to put them on.
Happy belated birthday.
I need a plate or something.
Designed to be shiny and
Oh, I
desirable
guess,
for
but
this
I
work.
didn't want to rob you from them. Oh, I mean, it was
Cheeky.
weeks ago, Kat. I think you were even here. But thank you for the belated birthday. I mean, all right. Oh, I think it was the stream you ah. Designed to be shiny and entice woodworkers. I guess that's true. But I mean, it does work. And it provides me a solution.
At no chance it doesn't narrow it down much.
Well, I mean, in my workshop, it kind of does, because I don't have very many Veritas tools. The ones that I do,
Cat said, true. Actually goes for all tools.
okay. We'll eat some cinnamon buns here in a bit. You, okay, making sure. So instead of going all the way through one side, I'm going from both sides so that there's a greater possibility of meeting in the center and making it mostly true to itself. Also, I won't blow out one side this way. But basically coming from both sides helps alleviate any error in drilling the hole. Well, that's not supposed to happen. And vice. Why you know vice? Like I said, I'm probably not going to do the mortise today. I'll probably just get the holes done. Yes, dear. Ah, we're at that last little bit where it's... Huh? No, it's holding it down the best it can. It's at, like, basically its maximum reach, so I should probably just get... Nah. You can eat if you want to.
I'm gonna eat these cinnamon rolls before they get cold.
I kind of don't want sticky fingers.
That's why there's forks.
That's not going to help.
Oh, did it follow me?
Touches the screen.
Oh, is it following you now?
Yeah.
Ah,
Nope. It's still me.
yay. It doesn't recognize you as a human.
There
Or it's human, I should say.
Wow.
we go. Wow.
Squeak!
Yikes.
No, it doesn't like to make that passing cut through. It's just like like an auger bit, because it's got that point. It'll just bind up on that last little, like, 1/16 of an inch. But we now have a 1/4 inch hole.
So all the way through?
Yeah,
Okay.
nice on both sides. Let's double check that they fit. Okay. We may have to ream it out a little. That's fine, but it fits. I mean, okay.
Where's this?
It's right there. Use the phone. Phone is camera. Okay, so they fit.
Nom nom nom.
Babies. Sweet lobster babies. Sorry, I am from the old internet. That will always come up when someone says nom nom.
For some reason.
Guns look great, chill.
Okay, so now we got Chance hitting on slime, and we've got Cats hitting on Pow. I guess we're all even now. All right.
Neither of you have access, so it doesn't matter.
Oh wait. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I'm well past hitting LUL.
So another reason these are struggling is these are pre-flood bits. Woo!
So
They're rusty and dull.
oh, okay.
The shank is rusty, but the bit itself is dull.
How did the water make it dull? Because it like rusted the edge off? or
Yeah.
something?
It's just a surface corrosion thing. Like,
And you're not able to sharpen these?
these are too much of a hassle to sharpen. I'll just go buy a new set of brad points. These I will sharpen because the entire length of that is a cutting edge.
Yeah,
This,
it's just the tip.
it's just the tip. Just the tip is the cutting edge.
And the rest of the
Cat said,
Mm.
screw is just for pushing the,
still bean.
like,
Yeah, it's literally to evacuate the chips, which is why I like those for deep cuts. It's just, I don't have one that will go in here. Like if I could,
Lift the screen.
like I do have a 1/4 inch bit and I could use it, but. Who knows, one day I might take this apart and flip it around
oh, to make it left.
and to make it left-handed, because all I would need to do is flip the handle to make this left-handed. I didn't even think about that. I could make my,
Glaze the sawdust sprinkles.
Yeah, pretty much.
it's called fiber.
Cat said, you know how hard it is to clean saliva off the screen. LUL.
Shouldn't be that hard to clean the saliva off.
Obsessed of man glitter.
Man glitter? Oh, there's an emote for man glitter.
Wait, what? That's an emote I need to make for
From
myself.
Obsessed Pirate.
Nice. Nice. Ooh, that's what I need to do.
What?
Next time I do like some planing, just like throw it all in my face and beard and just have it all cut in there and
There you
just
go.
make a man glitter one for myself. In fact, we got some,
Get like dirt all over the floor.
well, I mean, it's cherry shavings. I'm gonna have to do that though. I now have a goal.
Starved to death.
Okay. Next.
Gotta refuel. That's a good idea, having the square next to it, so you make sure that it's right side up.
It's an old woodworker's trick.
Torture.
Yeah.
You put one here and you
Y'all
also
didn't do
put
that when
one.
we were drilling the hole in the cutting board.
Yeah. That was woodcraft trying to get shit done.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put a square there and put another square like here
The other way,
so that.
yeah. Make sure that it's actually right side up.
And then my favorite thing is if you're doing a chair because they're splayed,
Oh yeah.
you set up 2 bevel gauges to reference off of. One for one direction, one for the other direction to make sure you're holding it right at the right angle.
Yeah.
Sitting here just waiting for Mr. Cat to get up so we can order pizza.
Ooh, we've got the.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted those in the oven.
Uh,
And then she'll be like, hey, cinnamon rolls.
Pizza and cinnamon rolls.
cinnamon pizza rolls.
Ew. instead of using the reference. Just drill.
Well, yeah, or you just build the muscle memory and the site memory.
Ironclad scent doesn't come through the stream or I would have 80 pounds of antique lab in my lap.
Antique Lab?
What do you mean?
Who is Antique Lab?
I'm confused.
Do you mean like your dog?
I think he means, yeah, I think he means a Labrador.
What is Antique Labrador?
I know it's not the section of Canada.
Oh, the
Don't-
Labrador in Canada?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
that.
Imagine internet transmitted smell.
Smell-o-vision. That was invented
Yeah.
already. No, I'm just,
Or the concept of it.
yeah, the concept of smell-o-vision exists.
So many gamers would have to start showering.
Oh, man. That needs to be clipped.
Brutal.
That was a brutal response, but I like it.
It would have to work something like the teleporters or the replicator in Star Trek, though.
You mean the murder everyone on board?
What?
Oh, matter cannot be created or destroyed. So what they're
Yeah,
like
they're
the,
just like
they're
making
killing
a
the
copy,
person.
yeah.
They're killing the person, making a genetic copy, and building it in a different place.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, 'cause you would have to like just recreate the chemical that creates the smell in the new location. We did get sawdust in the, in the cinema.
It's cherry.
It's edible.
Yeah. It's gonna taste like high-end.
You know that delicious like woody taste from maple syrup? You just like sprinkle some wood shavings in your food. You get the same thing.
Yep, we're getting bound. That's why we're getting bound. Okay, good.
Is it just full of chips?
Yeah. It just the spur made it all the way through, so like the chips were just binding it. Because so come on. Why that last little like millimeter of it just doesn't want to cooperate. Ah, we definitely made it all the way through. Let me. I'm just trying to clear out the spur in the middle. There's a little. There we go. We have holes. Test this one.
Cat did his, oh wait. Shaking evil dugong?
What?
Does that have something to do with
I think that I think that's a
a different channel?
no emote.
I hope I got the whole thing. Audio was a bit soft. Laughing face.
We can always fix that in post.
Yeah, I've got the VOD.
Yeah, because I download the VODs and slowly have been putting them up on YouTube for posterity's sake because Twitch will only keep them for 2 weeks. So we've got all the way back to building this baby.
Oh, I left my tea on the other side.
Okay. Okay, so the holes fit. I really don't want to
Yeah, it
do.
does like try to follow me, but then it goes back to you.
Yeah, because I trained it to be a bearded face.
Yes.
A magnificent bearded face.
So I'm honestly thinking to call it right here, just because like I don't want to
Your
do.
next steps are is coping saw?
Next step is the mortise for the middle
Oh.
beam thing, and then coping saw.
Oh, you cut the mortise before.
You want a flat reference face to cut it off because
Okay. Oh.
that
it's
is not
curved.
flat.
Okay.
What I'm showing here is this is not flat. There's actually a radius to it because it needs to be able to flex around itself.
Stream before we start a war, LUL.
They don't know where I live. Gaming streamers don't know about us. All right, so. I was wondering if Mr. Sump Pump was going to say something today.
Yeah, I was like, I thought I heard a little rain.
All right, so we're going to do my standard thing. Boop. There we go, turning off the the audio from the speakers so that I can surf around and see who is the streaming. Come on, keyboard. There we go. Who is the streaming? Although I think Pirate said he was going to be streaming, so that might be our default today.
I'm gonna start the puzzles.
Okay. Let's see, we got Texas, Hula. We got Pirate and Old Drum Leatherworks. What do we want to do? Do we want an Old Drum? Do we want to obsess Pirates? What do you guys think? We can always go through. Also, feel free to suggest who we raid out to. Pirate. Okay, well, we got plenty of pirates then. Marcus, I tend to stream Sunday mornings 10 to 12 Central Standard, and then Wednesdays at 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard. So Wednesday will most likely be the next stream, and we will most likely be hammering out those, or chiseling out those mortices, and starting to form everything to size. Is there a schedule? I'd probably set that up a long time ago and forgot about it. So yeah, I think Pirate is who we are going to raid to. So bam. Raid, upset. It would help if I could spell. So he was in here earlier. Obsessed Pirate, we have a friendly competition because he is actually closer to a pirate than I am, I guess, because he gets to go on big ships and shoot guns and stuff. I just wear pirate hats and sing shanties and have a big beard. But we have a friendly contest about who's more pirate. Hope you guys have fun. I will see you guys Wednesday. Pending any kind of weird circumstances. I know we've been having trouble with our heater. Should be fixed now. So you guys have fun. Say hello to Pirate, and I'll see you Wednesday. Waiting for that countdown. Flip to stream and